opponents on the roster to date. Against Dean Ambrose.
This match is going to raise the bar for our business.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and accompanied by Nikki Bella from parts unknown, weighing in at 220 pounds, the player.
The anticipation for the singles match has this capacity crowd on its feet.
I'm still sitting, but I will stand up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another great episode of Main Event. We're about to get this next match underway.
Representing the powerhouse from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oftentimes in our business, the only way for personal issues to be ultimately resolved is...
There's the camel clutch, and somehow he's got to take the pressure off his neck. Hey!
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold. Keep your eye on this one.
Yeah, this should be good.
And that's why the adage holds true. There's a first time for everything.
I think you're right. I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
Clearly, Dean Ambrose feels there's nobody in the locker room more worthy to be considered number one. He's climbed the WWE ladder and deserves a shot at the title, but does he have enough to actually become champion?
Well, Dean Ambrose has been the United States champion before, so he's not going to be content to settle for being the #1 contender. He wants that title back.
It's not wise to get on the bad side of a man like Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose can go stride for stride with any superstar in WWE, no matter how big or small. Ambrose launches a frenzied assault on opponents that combines brawling, air assaults, and submissions.
Well, Michael, what makes the attacks you mentioned even more deadly for an opponent is that Dean Ambrose is one of the most unconventional superstars we've ever seen. No one knows what he's going to throw at any opponent next. He's got him up.
Ambrose starting to struggle now. He steps into this match as the #1 contender in his division, and he is not afraid of a good fight.
Don't worry about this guy, Michael. It's going to take a lot more to keep him down.
Dean Ambrose's range of skills certainly venture into the unusual, but the attacks and strategies helped Ambrose become the longest reigning United States champion in WWE history with a 351-day championship reign. That's the third longest ever if you include the title's history in WCW and the NWA.
What an offensive show by Dean Ambrose.
He's got plenty of gas left in his tank.
You're right, he kicked out with ease.
Look at Dean Ambrose pouring on the aggression.
He almost took his head off with that lariat.
You know, Dean Ambrose looks a little unhinged, and I won't argue that. But when you see Ambrose dismantle his opponents with speed, high-flying attacks, and all sorts of violence, there's no doubt that there's definitely a method to his madness. He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Nice reversal there.
He's making a statement here with this attack. I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, he's endured heavy blows here. I don't know how much longer he can go. The referee may have to call this match, King.
Oh, my gosh, this is awful. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you get hit like that, for the next 15 minutes, everybody you see has an exact win.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
Oh, man, he looked incredibly confident coming into this match. Now, not so much.
Oh, there's a lot of great counter. Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
Dean Ambrose with the excellent move to get out.
Dean Ambrose is not someone to sleep on. Will he be victorious?
I think this is it.
And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. Oh, there is no quit in this man tonight.
Whoa! And he fights his way out.
The human skull wasn't meant for this kind of... punishment.
Reversal.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Me too. I've given up even trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
Oh, nice counter. Boy, he was able to reverse it and get out of that. Looking to put an end to this one.
Hoping to end it here.
I hope so too.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
Here's your winner, the Player.
Looked near flawless down the stretch. Big win.